Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, yeah, listen, technical issues like always, tech still not that good, just like agents. All right, so today I'm a guest at the noon sandwich, and the floor is yours. Go ahead, Aksana,
Hi.
everything.
Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us. So today we're having for the first time on LinkedIn Live the Noon Sandwich. What is it about? So Noon Sandwich is the first time live broadcast dedicated to the provocative topic. And today we're going to speak about AI plus human, and my guest is Anna Lazitka, who is an AI educator with 12 plus experience in building startups. Yeah, so she's the person from the IT tech person, and I'm the person from non-IT, and together we will speak about the AI. Everyone is speaking today about AI, yeah, but where's the noise and where are the signals we should pay attention to? And my question is, just a moment. I'm Aksana Kniazeva, and I'm Bread Strategist and KNYAZEVABRIDGE educator, and creator of the ecosystem. And my question is that to Anna and to everyone here, so where AI can replace the human and where the human cannot be replaced by the AI. So what do you think about this, Anna?
Yeah, thank you. It's a really good question. I feel like many people think about it, me included. And my answer is that there is no answer to this question. Well,
that's a good answer.
Yeah, I mean, we live in this super uncertain times. Probably, maybe before people also thought that they live in uncertain ages. But these days it's really moving so fast that no one really has exact answers. Like today, if we speak about AI, let's check what time it is now. Like May 14th, right, at 12:09. Why I'm saying this? Because it's changing so fast, and new models and new even technology that is under the hood of these models is changing, and no one knows how it's going to work, because today AI is not thinking, AI is not feeling, but what happens next we don't really know. And what we know for sure, I don't want to be really pessimistic, but these days 6 people decide the fate of humanity, and it is a question of capital allocation, and it's a completely capitalistic decision. Governments can involve into the conversation, and hopefully they should, and they will, because otherwise we don't know how it's getting crazy. Because like last week, Meta announced that they are laying off 10% of their staff. It's 8,000 people, and what they offer those who are still inside is to add tracker on their laptops, and this tracker will be looking at everything people are doing, like any mouse movement, anything, what's happening on the screen, idleness, everything. I'm from tech, and I know that in some outsourcing companies, they've been doing it for some time, to track how developers are working, how many lines of code they are writing. And it always has been such a creepy thing. I mean, when people shared that, okay, this company is doing it, it was like, ew. And now, to train AI agents, because AI agents should have the exact process of what a human being is doing to, to fulfill some task. That's why we need this data. And it is really creepy. And what happens next, we don't know, because people There already are some news about the fact that Gen Z are sort of sabotaging use of AI, and at some point they might, move their mouse in the wrong way and write an agent that is going to help them fool this tracker of Meta. I'm just, inventing now. But what happens next, we don't really
No one
know.
knows. Okay.
Exactly. And when people lose jobs, obviously it's not going to be cool or good or look actually, friendly.
But, I've been thinking a lot about this. And a month ago, I had the workshop AI for marketers, because I'm truly worried about what the marketing profession would look and will look like in the future, where, for instance, I'm an entrepreneur and I can build my own agency using the AI. So where is the person here? Where is the human here? And the questions we were discussing, how to become indispensable in the age of the AI. And indispensable meaning what is possible because of you. Yeah, not because you cannot be replaced. I think that in a lot of positions we can be replaced, by the AI. But think a bit, and that's the question and maybe the task for all of our listeners. So think a bit in your routine, what you are doing, what are the tasks that are possible because of you, so just think a bit. And at least in my opinion, what I think, it will help not to be just optimistic, so everything will be okay, we don't know, yes, as you told previously, we don't know whether it will be okay or not, so but I think to have a plan, but again, you told me that it's impossible to have a plan, we cannot plan,
No, we cannot.
But I'm still optimistic, and I think that just there are two strategies. Yeah, one strategy is there is so much, people are talking so much about the AI, so I better be here and so not participate in all this discussion. But in my opinion, it's not a good strategy. So at least you should understand what's going on, what's happening, and at least should think about yourself and try to find the meaning. Yes, where am I here? Yes, just so. In your opinion, what you are going to do? You as a product person. So, have you thought about this?
I am acting these days for the last 3.5 when the revolution started with ChatGPT release, obviously. I was super curious about it. And it might be easier for me because I am in tech already, and it helps me to get even more technological and do things that I couldn't do before, and it's super exciting for me. But I am also super scared of what's going on and that I get obsolete. And my recipe for now is getting really good at using tools that help me augment my work these days, right here, right now.
What do you mean by augment your work? So what it means?
My work, meaning that I am getting proficient at core tools, and I implement all the workflows that are already working good with AI. Mainly, main use cases, let's be honest, AI of today, like generative AI, is really good at tasks that are very straightforward, like
exactly.
coding, because there's a really easy explanation, because coding, it is a very straightforward process that is mainly based on like true or false, 0 or 1. That is why you can train AI easily. The second case that it's good at, because it's based on text, current models. We'll talk about it a little later, what has changed maybe last week or like 2 weeks. But general AI, general generative AI of today is based on text. And the second use case, a really, really popular and all companies are using it, is customer support, obviously, right? But AI is generally not good at being creative and at writing. Even if you think that it is good at writing really average text. Super average, because of how math and statistics work. Because AI tends to average everything, to give you an average answer, because it sees like many examples of something, and it gives you the output that is really average.
The most probable answer, yeah.
Exactly.
I think that here's where the role of the human and of the marketing professional can be rethought. In my opinion, what we can do now, yeah, without even plan, without optimism, too much optimism, I think we should think about the input. So what we're asking to do the AI. So, and if you don't have taste, you don't have understanding, you don't have strategy, so that is the level of input. So what you're asking the AI to help you with. And the output, the correlation between the input and the output is tremendous. So, and the human is here just at the beginning of the curve, So what you are giving, and you are validating the output. So, and what in between, that can be done by the AI, But it's you, human, who decides what AI can be responsible for. And here you can be like this, as I used to tell, or we should learn how to orchestrate all this, Just at least not, as we were discussing previously, AI tools are now like the Excel. Yes, you should know them. Yes, you should just use them for what the tasks you are having in front of you. And I liked your metaphor that you told me, you shared with me, the metaphor of a sandwich. So the humans are bread, So we're here, and here. And what is in between? That is the ingredients of this sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. It's a metaphor by every Inc. They are, I would say, the pioneers. They live really in the future these days. They say that they live like 6 months ahead of everyone else, and they're using AI really proficiently, and I'm learning from them all of the time. And the curious thing is that with AI, it really depends. Actually, the rule of thumb is crap in, crap out. So if you give really low quality input, you get really low quality output. And the curious part is that sometimes you can get really low quality input. For example, if you are a designer and we are looking into market intelligence, like reading reviews, reading Reddit, and you get all of this data, put it into your AI of choice, and it can actually analyze and give you really nice insights that you might have not thought about. And being a human being, you cannot go through so much stuff, so many reviews. And this is actually a case of Anthropic. Their designers use AI like this. They are sharing it on YouTube as well. And this is really curious about it, because you can play around, find some solutions. And fun fact is that this is very sort of something you can get very curious about and can play around with all the time, and maybe find something that you are interested in. you are interested in, and find your way to, build something, because there is this idea of how the future might look, and this is revolving around us human beings being all entrepreneurs, working with different projects and looking for different projects, and maybe not even having a certain role, like I'm a marketer, or like I'm a something. So titles might not be there. We don't know yet, but this is a really, I would say, curious concept, and getting ownership and understanding what you are really curious about is what truly matters these days. Because Elon Musk mentions that he is this technological optimist, and he says that what if AI is doing it all for us, and what's left for us human beings? And this is why searching for your personal meaning, while you still have time for it, right, is what we can do for ourselves these days. I would say that, in my opinion, main thing is still sticking to our human abilities, communication, creating your network and stuff. That's still at the core. Yeah, we had some technical issues and Aksana wasn't there, but she's back.
I know, I'm here. There is today something, as in Poland they say, masakra, the troubles with the LinkedIn Live and now with the Riverside, but so how's it going?
Yeah, I was just saying that what you said in the very beginning about meaning, Elon Musk talks a lot about this, because he says that, like, what's left for us when AI is doing everything? And now is the time to search for this meaning. It has always been actually at the core of humanity to find your meaning, right? And now we might have time to do it. The problem is that AI does not really freeze our time. It's just adding up, because we can do much more with AI, code and stuff.
I had a very interesting discussion a month ago with a person who knows me well, and we were discussing the AI and where, again, the human influence and how to create this AI plus human stuff. And he told me, that might look like paradox, but now you don't need 20 years to raise another Aksana Kniazeva, yes? So now it will take you approximately a year to do this, yeah? So how we are going to do, what we are going to sell? Are we going to sell our products? So if the products can be created easily by using the AI. And we've been discussing this question and still discussing, and we are about to come to the conclusion that we, at the age of the AI, and in this AI plus human, we will be selling the mindset, the way the person thinks, the way the person generates these meanings that you were talking about. Or the way the person chooses, validates. So, and I think that we will be selling not the products that we are creating, or I won't be selling the marketing strategy, because everyone can sell the marketing strategy, or 100%, yeah. So, but the marketing strategy created by human with a certain mindset will be valued more than the marketing strategy created by the AI. My friend just told me also an interesting story that now it is very popular to sell AI created marketing strategy for the Instagram experts. So, it was, are there people who are buying it? Yeah, there are people who are buying it. So, that's the reality.
Yeah, and I would say that when you are creating a marketing strategy for Instagram, using AI is a really cool thing because you can use lots of context. You can analyze who is out there, what is doing. You can load all these transcripts of old videos, reels. You can analyze what's working with them. You can find gaps that are not there. And this is where you can find your niche and you merge it with your human experience, with your personal experience, all this intelligence out there, and you can get something really gorgeous. But this is when the AI proficiency comes in. I wanna tell you a little bit about Claire Vo. She is the founder of ChatPRD. It's a ChatGPT extension, ChatGPT custom thing for creating documentation. And she's hosting How I AI. Really recommended, cool one, walkthroughs, super practical, no bullshit. And what she's recommending last week when Coinbase announced 14% layoff and many people were actually feeling really bad about it. So what her recommendation is, if I found myself suddenly laid off from a company that cited AI as a cause, everyone is citing AI as a cause. But as we already discussed, what I want to say, these layoffs are not caused by AI. They are caused by bad leadership decisions in the last 5 years or anything around it. It is not AI.
But it's very convenient to tell that it's the AI the reason. So, it's really very convenient. Yeah.
And it is very promising because they are saying we are so AI first and the market is seeing it and investors are seeing it. But anyways, what she's recommending, what we were discussing, getting proficient at AI. So she is offering download Codex or Claude Code.
Okay.
Okay, got it, right? Say, this was my job and how I spent my day. How can you help me automate it with skills? So building skills for yourself is what is really working these days. Push a dozen of those skills to GitHub, open up Claude Design and make a portfolio site with an agent per skill, explaining how you built it, what tools it interacts with, give it to Lovable or whatever to publish it. So, right, post that site and link to GitHub, on LinkedIn, and search for AI for something and trial the new startups. Think about it, form an opinion, message founders, talk to people. That's also what we discussed, networking. Even if I hate networking, without a purpose. But this way, it is a way of getting curious. And the last but not the least, try something scary like OpenClaw and stuff. Think about it, consider it. Be careful though. Read the security.
The security, yes.
Read about safety setup. Even they say that it's really non-existent, but some of it is, setting it up on a separate device helps, but you need to be smart about all the setup. And take a course in tactical AI in your field, build, share, build. Experimenting. Building is what we kind of have to do these days. And maybe it's for me because I'm this tech nerd working in tech for a decade, but this is really fun. It's engaging. It's like a game. And Claude Code especially is built this way that as you build, it is sort of interacting. The interface that is interacting with you is fun. So think about it as something that brings you joy, and build something that will bring you joy.
You know, when I started all doing this stuff, cloud code, lovable skills from the GitHub and everything creation, you know, I experienced the fear. I experienced the fear because it's like opening the Pandora box. You know, it's like, oh, magic is happening in your screen, you know, and you just, oh, it can do this, and this. But, you know, then I heard the recommendation, the same as yours, not about staying curious, but the recommendation is about mindset change, you know. That's the main challenge, or the mindset changes, you know, and everything which we are looking now at, for instance, in the marketing profession. It's about thinking differently, and thinking about your job, about your profession in a different way, and trying to figure out where AI can replace your routine tasks, and where AI cannot replace you. So what is done because of you, and just think about this. Think about where's the bread, where's the ingredients, you know.
Yeah, exactly. For now, we can play around. Yes, the future might be bright, very bright, but I really like this idea of, oh God, I really forgot about, because there's a wave of layoffs, but one of the recent layoffs, and what they said, maybe it's Coinbase, not Coinbase, but whatever, really big company, but what they said is that, yes, we are laying off people now. 2026 is the year to restructure, to change the process, to implement AI. Really, people are mostly implementing. They are still doing pilot projects inside of their companies. And they are doing it in 2026. What they say is that 2027 will be really big on hiring. So they will be bringing people back. But the positions, the workflow, the task set will be really different. Not like these days. So it won't be like marketing expert like 2 years ago, or maybe even a year ago. They do not know yet what kind of skill set this marketing expert would need. Are we agreeing for like content farms, like, you know, they call them content farms, generating like millions of
contents for
creatives, images, videos with AI, running it on Facebook, testing what works. Many people say, most of people say, that we have to go through this, you know, crap stage. Recently, Reid Hoffman, co-founder of LinkedIn, said about this. So this is the time when we are sort of eating this AI slop, and we have to, you know, go through it. And also, algorithms are showing us what we like, where we scroll, what we choose, and at some point, AI may be as good as that we won't understand.
Yes, exactly. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and maybe it's time, you know, to kind of watch it or jump into it and try to create your own content farm as a marketer. I don't know.
For those who are listening to us, and for those who are interested, truly interested with curiosity to this topic of the AI, and in my opinion, we are at the very beginning of the edge. And it's better to be at the very beginning of the edge than in a year or two become part of the people's pile. You know, so I prefer to have a plan and at least to understand what I'm doing. So trying to analyze and figure out where my value is the biggest value, and at least trying to try different tools and understand how to orchestrate them, where to use them, you know. And for those who experience fear, I would say so. That is my story, okay? So you can invent your story as well. So it's like when you're riding the horse, and when you are from riding the horse, you are now driving the car, a very nice car. So as the same, it's what's happening now. So that's what I'm experiencing. So, and just to say, no, it's not about me. So it's a short-sighted strategy, in my opinion. So.
Yes, it might be, but also there's this view that some people will just, sort of won't want to get into it, and they will go offline. And this is also an option.
Yeah.
People want on offline like never before. And going totally offline, like maybe following your passion of becoming someone whose focus is complete offline. Anyways, you will have to manage operations if you are running business. But there will be tools. There already are tools that are made not for techies who want to, digging into all the setup. But this is also an option, and actually a good one. Something non-digital, something real, and it's also about meaning.
Yeah, I know these exercises, which is called reimagining yourself. When you're trying to apply these skills where you're really cool, where you're a rock star, where you're amazing. So, and just try to think over and think where these qualities, these features, these skills can be applied. So reimagine yourself. So now you are good at something, but maybe you are good at coffee preparing, coffee making, and running a nice cafe close to home. So it's there are options. So, and it's optimistic.
Yes, it is.
So I think that we can wrap up our discussion. So I will remind everyone that today will be the first noon sandwich, no prep, no tutorials, but the discussion of two experts in the provocative topic. And unfortunately today we experienced some technical problems, but I hope that the essence of the discussion will generate value for you, and you will think over some questions we were discussing with Anna. Anna is the experienced IT expert with 12 plus global experience, and she's an AI educator and my mentee. So, and I'm Aksana Kniazeva, and I'm the brand strategist, and at the very moment I'm creating my own KNYAZEVABRIDGE educational ecosystem, helping to navigate the change of context. So thank you for joining us, and see you next time at Noon Sandwich. Just follow us, Anna and me, on our LinkedIn. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you very much for having me. It was fun. Thanks.